Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. And a very good evening, a good Saturday evening to you all. Live from Tooting. Hello from Prague. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nick's Pub Quiz. Look who we've got down here. He's actually a little bit too low, isn't he? There we are. This is Hoglog. He made a cameo appearance. He is quite the specimen, isn't he? Cameo appearance on Wednesday's midweek pub quiz. And he was a random little piece of something. And we found him in a charity shop. Tom then pretended at one point that he'd thrown him away. Or that maybe he was going to get rid of him. And I got so gently upset about it that he then surprised me with him as a present afterwards. So that was nice. So Hoglog is part of our crew. We may have an extra little mascot to show you in a while. A very good evening to you, very good morning, very good afternoon to wherever you are across the world. This is Nick's Pub Quiz. You're very welcome. The form is such that we will go through 40 questions, general knowledge, and then you will get the chance to write your answers down on a pen and paper, and then we'll run through the first 20 questions at half time. A lot of you know this already, and then we will run through the rest after a little drinkable, at which point I might have a little new cocktail in the offing. But look, let's have a little few shout outs before we get going while you're all getting yourselves settled. Greetings from Chicago from Tom Stanton. I've missed all the others that went through, so you'll have to put them back through. Thanks for the t-shirt. Nick, Alex Jones, your housemate's running late. Okay, we'll hold off a moment. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. H. Hello, and Marcus. Lovely to have you there. Hello from Surrey. Mick and Anne. Hi from Bristol. Hello from Torquay. Big up from Con. Hi, Con. Hi from Bristol, Simon Batchelor. Lovely to have you with us. Lovely to have you all with us. Hello from Ottawa. Tooting. Laura Cusack, lovely. Hi from Barton upon Humber. That sounds like a nice place. And George CJ, all right, London. Shout out to the Taylors in Surrey. Yes, hello again from the Peters crew. To Sam Wright, who had surgery on a broken wrist yesterday. Well, Sam, I hope you are quickly recovering and out of anywhere where you might pick up any infections and recovering well. From Portsmouth, from Kent, Milton Keynes, Cobham. It is all going on this Saturday night. Wherever you are, I hope you're well. And I hope you've got yourself a drink in. Hi from Andy and Anne in the gazebo. Check you out. Wish we had a garden as well. Ljubljana, lovely to be back with you. Back on the G&T. What are you drinking? Cheers. Cheers. Lovely to have your company. So we'll get underway in just a minute. Quiz team Quarantino, I can see are already putting their team name out there. I would love to see or hear what your team names are going to be. You might just be competing at home amongst yourselves, but it's a pub quiz. You've got to come up with a pub team name. So it would be great to have that. Tooting Neighbours, the Chancery Muse quizzers. That's good to have you here. Who else have we got there? A few people in the States, I think, sitting in the sun, sipping iced tea in North Carolina. Jenny Anderson. It sounds idyllic, it really does. Andrew and Nicola from Sunderland, also idyllic, I'm sure. Broughty Ferry calling, if I've said that right. East Grinstead Men's Twos. You hear Luke Lemon's not around. Well, that's a shame. Someone else will flirt with me, I'm sure. Can you ask with Sinky has no drink? What? I don't know what you're talking about, JP. Who else is there? Yeah, the Halls and the Boynes are ready to play up in Scotland. Team name from Anne-Marie Casey. Lethal Quizzle. We do like that, don't we? So hopefully the description has got the PayPal link in it this time. So that's where contributions go, if you so please. £1 per head, £3 per household, something like that, if you're bothered. Yeah, that's basically how things are looking for now. Shout out to a certain Mr. Smart, who's got a nice birthday today. I'm not going to mention what it is, but it's nice to have Sarah and Dan back, isn't it? Lovely big birthday. 65. So, I think we're ready to get underway. Hi to Tracy and Colin in Oxford. We'll try and keep the shout-outs down a little bit. Also, just to let you know that people will put the answers in the chat in this group. There's not an awful lot we can do about that. So just ignore it. Write your answers down on your piece of paper. That's pretty much how this works. You are competing against yourselves or any friends you have across Zoom and house party and other such video calling devices. Are we ready to get underway? Yeah. Oh, I forgot my manners. Where's the Nick's Pub Quiz selfie? We've got to get that done, haven't we? So whether you're watching through a smart TV or laptop or phone, might be tricky unless you've got a second phone. But we're going to do a little Nick's Pub Quiz selfie. You'll pop it on Instagram, on YouTube, not on YouTube, on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you like it. And we'll do a little photo. I'll freeze frame for you right here. We'll all take a little picture and we'll pop it on social media, and that'll be funny. And people go, "Who is that ginger idiot who keeps popping up all over my feed?" So hopefully you're all ready to strike a pose. You'll get around your screen. Are you ready? We'll go in 5 seconds. All right, are we there? In 3, 2, 1. Did you get it? Did you? Good, I hope so. Excellent. Right. Thank you, Nick and Viv in Bramhall. Yeah, we are ready to get underway with question 1 in Nick's Pub Quiz. Yes it is. Right, question number 1 then. What is the capital of Sweden? Question number 1. What is the capital of Sweden? I think I can afford to just bring this down a little bit. You can have a little bit more of Hoglog. Oh, yes you can. There he is. I'll just sink in my chair a little bit. That was question 1 then. What is the capital of Sweden? Yes, to newbies, the answer doesn't go on the page. You write it down on a piece of paper. But thank you so much for spoiling the fun for everyone else. Don't look in the chat if you don't want to see the answers. That's the shortest route to success there. You can, if you're on a phone and other things, cancel the chat. I've spelled that out before. All right, question 2. What is the currency of Mexico? Question 2. What is the currency of Mexico? Answers on a pen and paper. We'll mark them very shortly. That's question 2. What is the currency of Mexico? Doing all right with that one? Hopefully so. Thanks, Jordan. You've taken up the mantle of Luke here, haven't you? I can tell what's going on here. Question 3. Black, long-legged and horse are all types of which animal? That is, black, long-legged and horse are all type of which animal? Black, long-legged and horse are all types of which animal? That is the one for question 3. I thought I'd dress up. Do you know what I've also done tonight? Put a bit of aftershave on. Yeah, it's very nice. I smell very fresh. Saturday night, isn't it? I've got a jacket on. Gonna have a cocktail in a bit. May as well just get on it. Feel like we're out. All right. Happy with question 3? Thank you, Laura. I do. Fragrant. Question 4. What vegetable is the main ingredient of coleslaw? That is question number 4. What vegetable is the main ingredient of coleslaw? We've got people tuning in all over the world. North Carolina, Melbourne, Tooting. It's becoming. I'm doing my best to make it the centre of the universe. I think my next live commentary video, though, by the way, is for anyone that's tuned in, knowing me from #live commentary fame, might be a street with nothing happening in it. That's how desperate I'm getting. That was question 4. What vegetable is the main ingredient of coleslaw? Tacoma, Washington. Well, Sue Allen, thanks for being here. Question number 5. This is a 50-50 here. Admiral Nelson lost his eye and arm on which side of his body? That is, Admiral Nelson lost his eye and arm on which side of his body? There'll always be people putting answers in the chat, guys. I can't really do much about it, so just ignore the chat. Have you done the voting? Have you decided whether you're going left or right here? I hope so. I hope you've settled on one. All right, question number 6. Who was the UK Prime Minister when Queen Elizabeth II was crowned? That is, who was the UK Prime Minister when Queen Elizabeth II was crowned? Nan Beryl, who's doing the quiz with you on FaceTime. We are getting a lot of elderly friends and relatives on modern technology, aren't we? Good for them, moving with the times. You're very welcome, Beryl. Very welcome indeed. As are you all. Village people in Melbourne. I bet you are. That was question number 6, wasn't it? Yeah. Which UK Prime Minister was in the position when Queen Elizabeth II was crowned? Question number 7 then. Moving on a little. What is the maximum number of right angles that a triangle can have? Excuse me. Question 7. What is the maximum number of right angles a triangle can have? A little bit of a trigonometry one there, a bit of maths for you. Caroline, it's your parents' 50th wedding anniversary. That's my friend Caroline. And if her parents are celebrating, we're all celebrating because they produced a gem in old Kaz, young Kaz. My apologies. But cheers. Cheers to that. 50 years. My goodness. Gin. Okay. Question number 7 was, what is the maximum number of right angles a triangle can have? And now we have question 8. What is the name of the first ball thrown to start a game of lawn bowls? What is the name of the first ball thrown to start a game of lawn bowls? That is question number 8. When you're putting out those selfies, by the way, hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. No apostrophes. Straight through. I'll find them later. It'll be a treat. So that was question 8. What's the name of the first ball thrown to start a game of lawn bowls? All right, question number 9. What is the name of Ron Burgundy's love interest in the film Anchorman? I'm looking for the character there. Hello, Emma in Chesham. Question number 9. What is the name of Ron Burgundy's love interest in the film Anchorman? Hello, all the mossy childs. Question number 9. What's the name of Ron Burgundy's love interest in the film Anchorman? Wasn't it a nice day today? Still though, people sending pictures of them having beers on the common. That's not your daily allowed exercise. Twats. Question 10. What is the chemical symbol for potassium? Question 10, periodic table. What is the chemical symbol for potassium? We'll do a few more shout-outs at half-time. Question 10, what's the chemical symbol for potassium? All right, hopefully you've got an answer for that. Now we've got a little theme for the next few questions. We're going dogs. We certainly are. Of course, I should just remind you all that I have a cuddle with Spike on a nightly basis. It's my sister's Labrador. We spent some time together when he was a puppy. We're good friends. So question 11 is, which breed of Ridgeback was developed in Africa? That is, which breed of Ridgeback was developed in Africa? To be fair, it's the only Ridgeback I was aware of, but hey, it's good to give you some points, right? Hello, Spiky. Exactly. Ah, you're very welcome, Tailcam. And welcome to the daughters. Bum, bum, bum. Just hold on a moment. Spike heard me and looked out the window. There we go, that's great. Right, sorry, just bear with me a moment. Just get the chat back. Good. I've shut that Lucy girl up anyway. Right, question 12. Which common physical characteristic does the chow share with giraffes, polar bears and Jersey cattle? That is, which common physical characteristic does the chow share with giraffes, polar bears and Jersey cattle? That is question 12, the second in our little dog theme. How are you getting on with that one? Slightly more interesting question, that. Question 12. Which common physical characteristic does the chow share with giraffes, polar bears and Jersey cattle? Genius, please. If you're not sure how to spell certain things, just put it so that you know what you meant. You'll be marking them yourselves anyway. Have you had to think about that characteristic, what it might be? Hopefully you have. We'll move on to question 13. First bred in Germany as a water dog, which dog is the national dog of France? That is, first bred in Germany as a water dog, which dog is the national dog of France? That is question 13. I do apologise. Doggy! All right, Mish, nice to have you with us. Hello! Oh, Spiky! Who's a good boy? And all the dogs. All the dogs. That was question 13. The first bred in Germany as a water dog. Which dog is the national dog of France? Question 14. What breed of dog is Snoopy? Question 14. What breed of dog is Snoopy? Thank you. Is it yo, 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 yo? I love you too. Thank you so much. Yeah. Some people asking for repeat questions. Decided I'll be here all night if I repeat them all. We'll just keep going and see how we go. Here, oh, my niece has just sent me a picture of, well, I can't really look at it right now, but Spiky heard me. That's amazing. All right, question 14. What breed of dog is Snoopy? Ah, all right, Tomo, good to have you in the team here. Mr. May? You got your running challenge in just in time, didn't you? Cool, blimey, you wouldn't be allowed that now. I will call you at some point, by the way. Just keep getting waylaid. Probably tomorrow, maybe. Right, question 15. By registered ownership, what is the most popular breed of dog in the world? By registered ownership, what is the most popular breed of dog in the world? If you're just joining us, by the way, you can grab a pen and paper. We write the answers down in this quiz, and then we go over the answers. So make sure you're writing them down. Wrong answers only in the chat. That's how that works. Question 15. By registered ownership, what is the most popular breed of dog in the world? All right, out of the specialist dog section, question 16. Who sang the title theme of the James Bond film The Living Daylights? That is question 16. Who sang the title theme of the James Bond film The Living Daylights? Is that someone coming on saying I'm a bit late? Can you repeat questions 1 to 12? I think at that stage, probably, do this bit of the quiz, wait the few minutes at the end once I've uploaded it and YouTube have processed it, and then you can do questions 1 to 12 in your own time. See how you get on. Bearing in mind I am going to go through those answers though, so good luck with that. These quizzes do stay online on the Rugby Media channel for you to do at a later date, which lots of you do, by the way, so that's lovely. Very welcome if you're watching this back. It's like the Dave version of this quiz. Question 16 was who sang the title theme of the James Bond film The Living Daylights? And question 17, which Shakespeare play features the characters of Tybalt, Friar Lawrence and Paris? That is, which Shakespeare play features the characters of Tybalt, Friar Lawrence and Paris? We're not on dogs anymore, no, Maria. That was just 5 questions. Don't remember a dog in this particular play. There could be. Wonderful to have you all here. By the way, just to clue you in a little bit, might be a charity special coming up during the week. But more on that in a bit. Oh, thank you very much, Mrs. O. Oh, not Mrs. O. Of course you're not. You're Mrs. W. Silly me. Mrs. W, thank you very much, yeah. Tybalt would be a great name for a dog. Oh, let's get that happening. 17, which Shakespeare play features the characters of Tybalt, Friar Lawrence and Paris? All right, question 18. An old-fashioned, the cocktail, main spirit ingredient is what? The cocktail, an old-fashioned, its main spirit, the ingredient is what? Better name for a cat, Stephen. Do you know, I think you've won there. I think you're absolutely right. Tybalt the cat, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Glenda, you're getting a new Labrador puppy? Send me all the pictures. Question 18. An old-fashioned cocktail's main spirit is what? An old-fashioned cocktail, its main spirit is what? I think we've all agreed, if you're getting a cat, call it Tybalt. I think if I find a cat to do on live commentary, maybe I'll call it Tybalt. For all of you that were here first to know when that happened, we'll credit Steve. Question 19. On which Australian coast, north, south, east, west, on which Australian coast is Perth? What's your Aussie geography like? On which Australian coast is Perth? North, south, east or west? That's what I want. The T-shirt. Ted Baker. Ted Baker, yeah. "19. On which Australian coast is Perth? North, south, east or west?" Well done, Frolicking Lions. You know that answer because that's where you are. Okay, and question 20, rounding off the first half. Question 20. 25% chance of getting question 19 right. Hopefully you've got that one. Question 20 then. Which UK employer was ranked as the 5th biggest employer in the world? That is, which UK employer was ranked as the 5th biggest employer in the world? Thank you, Glenda. Please do. Thanks, Ghost. Did you want me to, should I have sounded like that to match my avatar? Gin break shortly. Yeah, Laura, that's certainly the case. I might need to go to the loo. I mean, that would be terrible. But I wouldn't take you there. Certainly. So that rounds off the questions for the first half of Nick's Pub Quiz. Yes, that's right. Oh, we're doing it all again this Saturday night on BBC One, on youtube.com/rugbymedia. Okay. Are we ready to go over the answers for the first 20 questions? I hope so. Marking at the ready. Your third Nick's Pub quiz. Very good. Glad to have you with us. We are about to do the answers. Then you'll come with me to the kitchen while I pour myself a cocktail. And then we'll come back for the second half. In there, I might need to go to the lavatory. We'll see what happens there. That's not happened yet on Nick's Pub quiz. Just a momentary hiatus, I'm sure. All right, let's go through the answers. Question 1, what's the capital of Sweden? It's Stockholm. Of course it's Stockholm. Well done, everybody that got Stockholm. Good. Question 2, what is the currency of Mexico? Mexico, it's the peso. Mexican peso is what you want there. Question 3, black, long-legged and horse are all type of which animal? It's fly. Fly is the answer to question number 3. Question 4, what vegetable is the main ingredient of coleslaw? It's cabbage. Cabbage, the answer to question 4. Of course it is. Question 5, Admiral Nelson lost his eye and arm on which side of his body? It was the right side. The right. Question 8, what is the name of the first ball thrown to start a game of lawn bowls? I think most of you would have got this. It's the jack. Of course it's the jack that starts a game of bowls. Question number 9, the name of Ron Burgundy's girlfriend. How many of you were like, oh, I know it? One of my favourite films of all time. If you've not seen it, make sure you do. Question number 9, the answer is Veronica Corningstone. Veronica Corningstone. Lots of people say, what about 6 and 7? Has there been some kind of freeze? 6. Oh, sorry, you're absolutely right. No, I've just crashed on without question 6. You're absolutely right. So Admiral Nelson was the right side. Yes, and 7. Let's be blaming you. Just crashing on. 6. Sorry, UK Prime Minister when Queen Elizabeth II was crowned was Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was the answer to question 6. And question 7. The maximum number of right angles a triangle can have is 1. Thank you all for the reminder there. Losing the plot. 6 was Winston Churchill. 7, the answer was 1. 8, the answer was the jack. And 9, Veronica Corningstone. I think we're up to date there, aren't we? Veronica Corningstone, the answer to question number 9. All right, question 10. We're back in the room. The chemical symbol for potassium, K. Okay. That is K, the answer to question 10. How are we doing? 10 out of 10 so far. Good. All right, question 11. We're into the dog section. Doggy. Which breed of Ridgeback was developed in Africa? The Rhodesian Ridgeback. Rhodesian Ridgeback. The answer to question 11. 12. Which common physical characteristic does the chow share with giraffes, polar bears and Jersey cattle? Who got this? Who got this? They have a black tongue. They have a black tongue. That is what they have in common. That's the common characteristic. Well done if you got that. Question 13. First bred in Germany is a water dog. Which dog is the national dog of France? It's, of course, the poodle, the floofy old poodle. And then, incidentally, poodle is it comes from the German for puddle. That's where that comes from. Question 14. What breed of dog is Snoopy? What breed of dog is Snoopy? It's a beagle. It is a beagle. Hopefully you all got beagle. Question 15. If you put a coloured tongue, by the way, on the other one, that's fine. Some people are saying blue and purple. The fact I looked up said black, but I'll take the difference. Question 15. By registered ownership, what is the most popular breed of dog in the world? It is a Labrador. Labrador is the answer to question 15. I imagine there was a bit of debate about that one. Question 16. Who sang the title theme of the James Bond film, The Living Daylights? The Living Daylights was Aha! Aha! Yes. I had their first 2 albums on cassette. I really did. The Norwegian pop meisters, Aha, were the performers of The Living Daylights for that film. Question 17. What Shakespeare play features the characters of Tybalt, who we've now decided is a good cat's name, Friar Lawrence and Paris? It's Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet. is 17. All right, 18. An old-fashioned cocktail. Its main spirit ingredient is whiskey. If you put bourbon, you're bang on the nose. There's no extra points, though. Whiskey is the general answer I will take. Bourbon is probably more accurate. That is question 18. Question 19, on which Australian coast is Perth? It's the west coast. Of course it is. Perth is on the west coast of Australia. And question 20. Which UK employer was ranked as the 5th biggest employer in the world? It's, of course, the wonderful NHS. The NHS is the answer to question 20, the UK National Health Service for our foreign visitors. So top them up. Let us know what you got there. I don't think there were any answers there that had 2 elements to them, were there? So I think that is just an out of 20 score. So some good ones here. Jordan says the men's twos have got 16, some 11s, some other 16s. Good stuff. Tom, 8. That's pretty rubbish. And who else have we got here? We'll just run through a few more of these. Liz Damon, 17. JR, 18 out of 20 for We Mean Quizness, don't you though? You really do. 11 from SP and the Samoans crew, or 14 up there, and 19 there. The Cumber Noddies with 14. Rusty and CJ, 15. Good, good. The Howarths are not willing to commit an answer at this stage. Mia Thornton, 14. Some Heinz, just says Q17. Jane Natasha, 8. Keep going, guys. Isaac, 14. Katak, 9. Laura, 18. Very good. 14 on your Todd, Kim. Excellent work. George, good with 15. Sims got 19. Guy, I'm not reading that out. You're all too old for that. Sims got 19. 11 from the Wirral. Carrie, 11. I mean, you're all doing all right. So well done. Ljubljana, 15. Excellent work. There were a few perhaps UK-centric questions. 15 from the Peters family in Northwood. And Sarah Cullivard missed answers from 2 to 10. Well, you'll have to just watch it back at the end for that and let me know in the future how you've done. 16 for the Clevedon Massive, and 20, Jordan Robinson, 20. Well, I don't know if that's true, but if it is, terribly well done. That's the first half of Nick's Pub Quiz. That's right. So it's drinkable time. So do come with me while I'm going to change drinks here. Make sure you get yourselves one. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes, but we're staying live. So pop to the loo, pop the kettle on, have a cup of tea, get another drink in a minute, That's the gin done. So I will disconnect here. And then we're with you here. Right, ready to come with? Good. What am I drinking? Oh no, you're asking each other what you're drinking. Good. The lapel mic's coming with me. Right, a little bit more required out of the prep for my second half, because this is where we're going now. Oh yeah, I think so. That glass is quite dirty. Let's give that a little rinse, shall we? We're going to shake this up in. Yeah, that'll do us. What are you all getting then? What are you all having? My favourite whiskey? Oh, I'm not sure. I do know, actually, Chris Matcham. Of course, the Hanushu that we seem to drink like it was water. Just going to shove a whole load of ice in here. In fact, I need to put that in that one. A little bit more ice in there. All I've got to do is shake this up. I'm very grateful to the guys at Bouver Drinks who #ad, who haven't asked me to advertise, but they were just clever enough to recognise a booze hound when they saw one, and they guessed clearly what my favourite cocktail is. So they sent me that. If you're in the UK, then this is their thing. This is going to be a live taste test, frankly. So let's pop that in there. It's all been pre-mixed. Where's it? I've done that the wrong way round, look. What a fool. Right, let's get that out of the way. There we go. Now I've got too much ice in it. Oh, Nick. I'll use that to ice the glass. Here we are. That's better. There we go. A bit more. And now for the magic pour. Get rid of the ice out of that. Now we'll just, I can't do this over here for you, shall I? There we go. Let's get that in there. Oh, there might have been a little bit of ice seepage in there. Let's just see how that settles. It might work out. It's all about the crema. Well, it's actually not bad, that. Let's take that back over here, shall we? That's coming together quite nicely, I think, isn't it? You getting yourselves sorted wherever you are? Right, we're nearly ready. Just get things set up. Hold on. Marvellous. You're on the cider, are you, Simon? Good. What else have you all got out there? Coffee beans on top. I know. Well, I would, but I don't want to keep you waiting. You know, we just want to crack on. What am I doing here? Right, let's get you plugged in, and we'll be ready to go. Espresso martini since my wedding, Tom. Come on. Right. Chin chin, everybody. The glass is too big, but let me give it a try, Bouvet Drinks. This is genuinely the first time I've tried this. Oh, hello. They talk about the fact that they're forward spirit forward or something is one of their things. Basically, I think it's posh words for you can taste the booze in it. You can as well. Oh. Drink is too small, says Pam. Well, that may be the case, but that's very, very nice indeed. Yeah, glass is never too big, the drink is too little. Of course, well done, everybody, all on the same page. I'd like to introduce you, just before we get started for the second half, to our new mascot. It's the big gay goose. Yes, he is, he's gold and glittery, as you can see, yes. Gold and glittery. He likes to wear a freedom flag, pride themed snood, and we'll pop him over there. There we are. And then we'll face him that way, shall we? There we go. Welcome to Big Gay Goose. Good. Ready for the second half? Because it's Nick's pub quiz. Derek, we are in the habit of doing it every week. We are. So, look, it's good to have you here. If this is your first time, beer and tomato juice. I've just seen the words. I hope that's not together. That sounds absolutely disgusting. Diet Time playing in Birmingham. Siobhan, Jez and Alfie. Looks like a duck. Yeah, well, we call him Gay Goose. He might be a duck, but that's just our name for him. You'll have to deal with that. Please move that blind cord. No, I won't. Just to upset you there. Just going for a bit more of this. Are we ready for the second half? Good. Excellent. All right. Becky with the good hair, Beaconsfield. I think you're just chatting to yourselves over there now, which is fine. All right. If you are enjoying yourselves, if you're appreciating the effort that's gone into the quiz questions, then a donation of £1 or a couple of bucks per head is very welcome. The link should be in the description. Someone can tell me if it isn't, but I think I got it right this week. It's paypal.me/rugbymedia anyway. That's your sort of entry fee. If you want to contribute, if you're having a tough time, you're very welcome anyway. If you've got loads of money in the bank, then give me some because I haven't got any work. Thanks very much. All right, question 21, starting the second half. Here we go. There are two answers to this question. You'll get 2 points. So, 21. Which two international teams fought out the 2016 European Championships football final? So that is, which two international teams fought out the 2016 European Championship final? Who was in the final of the Euros in 2016? That is a soccer question for our international audience. I want two teams there. It'll be worth 2 points. Beer and tomato is real / makeshift Bloody Mary. I'd be wanting to know where the vodka is in mine, but you carry on. Messages like, take me to Chicken Cottage if I fancy it. Is that a euphemism, Jordan? I'll take you up the Chicken Cottage if you fancy it. Question 22. To the nearest mile, how long is a marathon? To the nearest mile, how long is a marathon? 21, the two teams in the final of the 2016 Euros. And 22, to the nearest mile, how long is a marathon? Hello, Team Redgate. How you doing? Clamato and vodka in Canada. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. I've had that. Davis family in Chester. All right. If it's your birthday this weekend, a very happy birthday to you. I hope you're having a good one. Lockdown birthdays. Oh, Caroline, you're very good. You're very, very good indeed. Thank you very much. All donations gratefully accepted. Chesham Crew! I'm not cutting my hair. I'm sort of trying to use product to make it look like it's not growing, but it really is. In a couple of weeks, it's going to be Buzz Cut City. It really is. 22, to the nearest mile, how long's a marathon? And then on to question 23. What's the common name for the medical condition epistaxis? What is the common name for the medical condition epistaxis? Tricky one, that one. I don't think I'd get it. But I looked it up earlier, so I know what it means. But epistaxis, we're all learning, aren't we? Hello, Greg and Lizzie. 18 out of 20 for the Last Gasp Bennett Arms. Well done. I think people are sort of a little bit behind on the stream, however they managed that. 23s for me. Of course it is, Brendan. You're going to know that. I'd forgotten what number I was on. Good to have you with us, old boy. Oh, that's actually really good. Bouvet drinks, thank you very much. Old fashions next, I hope. 24. How many points is the brown ball worth in snooker? Question 24. How many points is the brown ball worth in snooker? 24. How many points is the brown ball worth in snooker? Also just going to... I was worried I hadn't charged my phone up enough earlier, so the second half will go very quickly if I realise we've only got about 5% left. That was question 24. Fast eddies, Emma. Oh, the memories. Hi, Wickham, eh? 24. How many points is the brown ball worth in snooker? Question 25. Which constructor team won the F1 season in 2019? So not the driver. Which constructor team won the F1 season for 2019? Hello, Mabel. Hello, Mabel. Who's a good girl? Testing you, Tom Sheridan. With questions or just your patience for these shenanigans? I've missed your shout out, sorry. They all scroll through, I miss half of them. Thanks, Rory, I'm glad you're liking the new mascot. Hello from Alcester. Oh, if you lost me, I'm glad you got me back. Well done, Freenose. Just managed to join in for the second half. Good, good. All right. We are now into your favourite bit. It's the lyrics. Are you ready for some lyrics? It's lyrics time. All right. A couple of these are tricky. A couple of them should be a little bit easier. So, 26. She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories. That is, question 26 is the lyrics. I want the song title. Not too worried about the artist. That's a Brucey bonus for you. But song title. And these are the lyrics. She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories. Just, it's very, there we go, just... If you are joining us, if you're joining us late, it's pen and paper time. Just pop your answers on pen and paper. We don't pop them in the chat, Some people do. We're not very keen on them. Question 26. She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories. Oh, yeah, Laura. 27. We will move on. 27 in the lyrics. How many times do I have to try to tell you that I'm sorry for the things I have done? 27. How many times do I have to try to tell you that I'm sorry for the things I've done? Those are the lyrics for 27. I didn't make... It's Hoglog. It's not a pig. How dare you? No, we didn't. We found him in a charity shop and homed him. He needed somewhere to be. Those are the lyrics for 27. How many times do I have to try to tell you that I'm sorry for the things I've done? Okay, 28. This is a short one. You ready? Question 28. Oh, life, it's bigger. It's bigger than you. Oh, life, it's bigger. It's bigger than you. I think the next line is, and you are not me. Not entirely sure, but yeah, Carol, you're with me. Good. That makes it slightly easier, I think. Oh, life, it's bigger. It's bigger than you, and you are not me. I want the song title, please. Steady on, James. I'm not sure I'm ready for this. Oh, Luke. Welcome, my friend. Okay, the lyrics for question 29. Is it getting better, or do you feel the same? Is it getting better, or do you feel the same? Potentially a questionnaire feedback form for Nick's pub quiz. Hello, Smuff. I'm not doing the line before because I know what you're trying to do. Anthony, can Carol give me a ring? Sure, Carol, give him a ring. Favourite song, is it, Tom? Oh, well, there we go. Is it getting better, or do you feel the same? Question 30, the lyrics for that. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I reckon the highest percentage of those. 29, the lyrics were, is it getting better, or do you feel the same? And question 30, you both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. You're welcome, Fizzy Izzy. Cheers with my ever-decreasing espresso martini. Yeah, some people are quite good with the song lyrics, some are less good. Shout out to the Wimbledon ladies rugby team. You must just be down the road. Lovely to have you with us. Sure, Caroline, just for you. 25 was that. Which constructor team won the F1 season last year in 2019? Which constructor team won the F1 season? All right, we will move on to question 31. Musicals now, not lyrics so much, but musicals. In what musical, in which musical, in a musical, what is it, do you find the characters Sky Masterson, Nathan Detroit, Miss Adelaide, and Sister Sarah Brown? Question 31. In what musical do you find the characters Sky Masterson, Nathan Detroit, Miss Adelaide, and Sister Sarah Brown? Gretchen, did you? What part did you play? I've been in it too. Oh, Adelaide, yeah. Still think the best Adelaide I ever saw was Gemma Lloyd Buckingham, but I was Arvide Abernathy. Just giving you more characters now. Anyway, Question, it's not a musicals round, no. Question 32. Which actor links the following films? 3 films for you. Which actor links them all? Avengers Endgame, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and Clueless. There's one for you. Which actor links the following films? Avengers Endgame, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and Clueless. It's a male actor you're looking for. I think I just heard my husband get that in the next room. Stop shouting, they'll hear you on the stream. That is, which actor links the films Avengers Endgame, The 40-Year-Old Virgin and Clueless? That's question 32. Question 33. It's Ditloids time. You all know Ditloids by now, hopefully, but some of you may not. 18H on a GC is 18 holes on a golf course. Last round we had 3 BM. It's just 3 blind mice. So I will give you a couple of these and then we'll, well, you'll work them out and we'll run through them later. So are you ready to write them down? Because that is the easiest way. Hold on a minute. I've just got to, hold on. Just a second here. Good. Right, your 2 Ditloids. Ready? Write these down. 3 T in 1 T. That is the first one. 3 T in 1 T. Okay. And then the second one is 10 G B H O A W. I'll run through that again for you. That second Ditloid is 10 G B H. It's not G B H, but 10 G B, H O A W. Okay? So your 2 Ditloids. 3 T in 1 T. 10 G B H O A W. Work away on those. I'll give you a little moment. I'll have another sip of this. I have been sent from the field at school, Luke. Yes, for slapping a member in my own team. It's true. Yes, Laura Cusack, that's where it's from. Shout out to the cousins, French and Haddock family. Sure. Shout out to the Kilmarnock Collective. Sounds like a jazz thing. Lincoln Touch. Hello. Yeah, there's a lot of thinking going on. Alfie Keating. Tooting People's Front. Wolfie Smith and Jackman via Doncaster and Ottawa. Welcome to Tooting virtually. Fizzy Izzy, you're all on Zoom. Well done, everybody. All right, we shall crack on then. Question 34. The zucchini, in American English, is known as the what vegetable in British English? It's not known as the what vegetable. It's known as what vegetable? Not even reading my own questions properly. The zucchini, in American English, is known as what vegetable in British English? I overcomplicated that for no reason. That was question 34. Hopefully you're working on the answers. Answers get written down, they don't go in the group. In the chat, you know what I mean? That is question 34. Pen and paper, Carly, that's what you want. Pen and paper, that's how we do this here. All right, Elsa, how are you? Having a good little sniff about? Hello, Elsa. Question 35. In what year did Eddie the Eagle take part in the Winter Olympics? That is, in what year did Eddie the Eagle take part in the Winter Olympics? And the film, surprisingly good. Although I did suffer from high altitude lacrimosity when I watched it on a plane, because we all cry a bit more at films on the plane, right? Which is weird. But I did. Had a bit of a weep to the Eddie the Eagle film. It's very good though. Really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. We watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood last night as well. That's very good fun, isn't it? That was question 35. In what year did Eddie the Eagle take part in the Winter Olympics? Okay, question 36. Which Wind in the Willows character had a boat? Which Wind in the Willows character had a boat? Question 36. Which Wind in the Willows character had a boat? Question 37. 36. Which Wind in the Willows character had a boat? Question 37. Which video game series was first released in 1997 and includes Vice City and San Andreas as titles in the series? So that was which video game series was first released in 1997 and includes Vice City and San Andreas as titles in the series? Shout out to Shipston Minis and Juniors. Yes, everybody's missing their rugby at the minute. Sad times. Hopefully you've got that one. All right, question 38. Just 3 to go now as we come close to the hour mark. 3 to go. Where did England women's rugby team beat France in this year's Women's Six Nations? That was being shown earlier on Sky. I was promoting it on my Instagram and on Twitter. Where did France play England in this year's Women's Six Nations? It was in France. I need a bit more than that. France against England in the Women's Six Nations. Game of the championship, both men and women. It really was. Where did that game take place? A few people asking for question 30. Those are the last lyrics. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. The Richmond Under-10s, Oscar. Big shout out to you and all your mates. And to Pippa and Andy in Oxford. All right? That was 38. Question 39. Snowball, snowdrift, and Danish giant are varieties of which vegetable? That is, snowball, snowdrift, and Danish giant are varieties of which vegetable? It's gone now, isn't it? Snowball, snowdrift, and Danish giant are varieties of which vegetable? And we're approaching our last question. Just to say, Nick's Pub Quiz regulars, that I think our midweek day is going to move to Thursday, certainly this week, because I've decided to do a little NHS fundraiser. There are some people who are doing a lot of good work by bringing meals to the NHS staff at St George's, which is only a couple of minutes from where I live here in Tooting. And so your entry fee, your contributions on Thursday will be towards that. And I think what we'll do is have a 7 o'clock start and then we'll do maybe 30 questions rather than 40 and we'll finish in time for the Clap Our Carers at 8 o'clock. Send everybody out to do that by the time we will have finished, and you can all put in a little donation and we'll see how much Nick's Pub Quiz can raise. I'll put up our own Just Giving page and then I can make sure that that all gets to St George's. So I think we'll aim to do that. So if you're here on Saturday, I appreciate midweek is a busier time, certainly for all of you that are key workers and doing an awful lot of things. But Thursday, we will do that, I think 7 o'clock, a little bit earlier, so you can always have your dinner late afterwards or have your dinner during it. But I think it would be a nice idea to use this audience that have come to all the silliness I'm doing, and you guys would be beautiful and generous, and perhaps give your contributions to that, and we'll do a Nick's Pub Quiz for charity. So looking to do that on Thursday. So keep an eye across the channels on my YouTube and social media, and we will get all of that confirmed for you. Where are we? Last one, question 40. Which film won Best Picture at this year's Academy Awards, the Oscars? Which film won Best Picture at this year's Academy Awards, the Oscars? Which film won Best Film? And no problem to any of you, indeed, that are turning around and saying that they'll donate locally. That's absolutely fine. Of course, it might not mean an awful lot to you, but if you're inclined, then that would be great. 39 was Snowball, Snowdrift and Danish Giant, are varieties of which vegetable? Snowball, Snowdrift and Danish Giant are which veg? And then 40, which film won Best Picture at this year's Academy Awards, the Oscars? All right. That rounds off the questions for Nick's Pub Quiz. All right, let's run through the answers then for that second half. The Ditloids have done you, have they? Oh, I didn't think they were that hard this time, but well, we'll find out. Clearly, we'll see who's got them and who hasn't. We will go to question 21. Let's run through the answers for the second half then, add them to the first half at the end, and we'll see how everybody's done this Saturday night. 21, the two international teams that were in the 2016 Euros final was Portugal and France. Portugal and France, the two teams in the final there. Question 22, to the nearest mile, how long is a marathon? It's 26. 26 is the answer to 22. 23, what is the common name for the medical condition epistaxis? It's a nosebleed. A nosebleed is the answer to question 23. Question 24, how many points is the brown ball worth in snooker? It's 4 points. 4 points is how many the brown ball is worth. Question 25, which constructor team won the F1 season last year, 2019? It was Mercedes. Mercedes, the winners of the construction championships in 2019. Now we're on to, you do get a point for each team on question 21, certainly. So that is 2 points for question 21. Question 26, we're into the lyrics then. She's got a smile that seems to me, reminds me of childhood memories. It's Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses. Sweet Child of Mine is the point. Guns N' Roses is for our own amusement. Sweet Child of Mine is the answer to question 26 for the lyrics. 27. How many times do I have to try to tell you that I'm sorry for the things I've done? Beautiful song, a little bit more slow in pace than the previous one. I wonder who got that. That is Annie Lennox, and the song that you're after is Why. Why is the answer to question 27. Question 28. Oh Life, it's bigger than you. It's Losing My Religion, REM. Song title, Losing My Religion, is what you want for question 28. Question 29 then. Is it getting better or do you feel the same? That is One by U2. One is the song title you want for 29. And question 30. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. Yes, that is American Pie. I was desperately trying to do that. American Pie, Don McLean is the answer to 30. Hello, Amber. Yes, of course, my favourite. All right, into the last 10 questions for this Saturday night on Nick's Pub Quiz. It is 31. In what musical do you find Sky Masterson, Nathan Detroit, Miss Adelaide and Sister Sarah Brown? It's Guys and Dolls. Guys and Dolls is the answer. 32. Which actor links Avengers Endgame, The 40-Year-Old Virgin and Clueless? It is Tom. I'm waiting for the delay. There we go. Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd was the answer to that. I really hope you can hear that in the distance. All right, the Ditloids. Here we go then. 3T and a T. 3T and 1T. Who got that? 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. Yeah. 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. And then 10 GBHOAW. I thought that one was a little bit easier. 10 green bottles hanging on a wall. Who got that? I hope you got that. Well done if you did. Those are the 2 ditloids, 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon and 10 green bottles hanging on a wall. Now then, the answer to 34, the zucchini in American English, known as what in British English? It's a courgette. Of course, it's a courgette. 35, Eddie the Eagle took part in the 1988 Winter Olympics. 1988 is the answer there. 36, which Wind in the Willows character had a boat? It's Ratty. Ratty was the one with the boat. Well done, Vonnie, for getting the 10 green bottles. Glad to hear that. Ratty was the answer to question 36. Question 37. Which video game series was released in 97? Vice City, San Andreas. Of course, it's Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is the answer to question 37. Question 38. Where did England's women's rugby team beat France in this year's Women's Six Nations? Pau in France. Pau is the answer to 38. 39. Snowball, snowdrift and Danish giant are varieties of which vegetable? Cauliflower. Cauliflower is what they are. Makes sense now, doesn't it? Cauliflower is the answer to 39. Just a reminder to visit the PayPal link that's in the description of this video, which you can find somewhere around and about it if you're on full screen or on a phone or something. And the PayPal link there is where you can drop in a couple of quid or a couple of bucks. If you've enjoyed this madness and silliness and all these questions, but if you've had a nice Saturday with us, then thank you very much for being here as we lead into the answer to question 40, and your generosity is much appreciated. Question 40 then. Which film won Best Picture at this year's Oscars? It was Parasite, which is also a fantastic film. Parasite, the answer to question 40. Amanda wants the answer to 32. 32 was Paul Rudd, the actor. Paul Rudd was the answer to 32. So that should round the answers off for Nick's pub quiz. Let's hear your scores. Got cauliflower, yes, good. 26 out of 40 from Rachel, 38 from the Quizzy Rascals, very good. 36 out of 40 from Team COVID-19, 19 Aston Villa, 0. 17 out of 20 for the second half, that's pretty good. 24's there. James McLeod, all right. 39 out of 40, very good if true. 30 out of 40 for Ljubljana, 23's. And a 31 there, Alexis, 28. Excuse me, Sarah Patterson, 21. You should be doing better than that, come on. Suellen O'Hara, 29 out of 40. Gaz, 28. 28. Tough second half, George, was it? Okay, well, there we are. Who else have we got? Stephen Kavanagh, 25. Lee Daly, 28. You're very welcome. Much as before, we got the cauliflower thing. Yes, a question, I think, is what we refer to that as. 21's out of 40. What else have we got? 33's out of 41. Yeah, I think it's out of 41, isn't it? Because we had those 2 answers for the Euros. Shout out to the Cracknells in Chelmsford. Good to have you there. Lethal Quizzle, all right. 24 out of 40 for Sylvia in Streatham. Potentially a name for someone in my next life commentary videos series. What else we got? 42. Is it out? It's not out of 42, is it? It's out of 41, I think. Was there? Oh no, Ditloids, of course. It was out of 42. Well done. Someone's sharper than I'm being. So that's pretty much it. I haven't got any drink to go with, so I can't do my normal Police Squad style ending. But I can give it a go. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for donating and contributing if you have. It really, really does make a massive difference when I see those little few quids and bucks and wherever you are in the world falling in. I'm very grateful. And listen, we'll do this again during the week, and I'm hoping to do the charity one, which will be, I think, Thursday. We'll try and get it done nice and out of the way so people can do the clap for our carers, and we'll raise a bit of money. But I think some of you have been missing my beautiful assistant who just brings a drink in. Well, he's arrived just in time. There's the hand. There it is to pop this in. I'd like to say a big happy birthday as well to Liz, our lovely friend whose birthday it is. And to all of you out there, it's been good to have you with us here on Nick's Pub Quiz. And we'll see you again very soon.